I just wanted to mention that on both sides, even though I used that puller to get the drive shaft out, it still wasn't enough. It couldn't clear. So when I ended up taking off these two bolts from the strut right here, this strut actually was able to pull away just enough that I was able to see how it's all nice and loose now. I undid a couple of these. I'm not sure, you know, if I needed to actually. Well, maybe this one. This one, I don't think so. Maybe. But anyways, it gave me enough room that it pulled out. So that's why I undid that. As soon as I undid those, it came right out, no problem. So, yeah. Okay, well, it's taken a long time to this point, but I just got this bracket off. I found another bolt hidden in there. So there was more bolts than I thought. It was loose and it was just swiveling back and forth. Anyway, so again, this is a 2006 X5 4.4 N62 is the engine. This one has the oil cooler, right? So that's why this is why this is here in the first place, because there is actually oil, as you can see. There's, in this case, there's two, and I believe some of them they have this bracket on there, but there is no oil cooler, and so there's no holes there, but they still have the gasket. Oh, so got this off. There's one. There's a little sleeve here. You can see. I might have buggered it a little bit, and there's one that's still in the block, which probably goes to this one, I would imagine. And now, when you go to put it back on, you've got these things here. You see these? You see how they actually screw in and out? So you want to make them as loose as possible. That's loose because it's tight. I've tightened it up so it'll be loose to fit. This one is not even turning, but it will turn. I'll get it to turn. But if you look inside there, I don't know if you can see, it's actually a hex bolt that you can, so you would put this on. I'll show it when I do it. Put it on and tighten these down from this side. Once it's on, tighten them down with a little hex bolt, and then put your bolt, and then with a hex, hex drive. And then put your bolts in. So I'll change this out. So here's my gasket. Here's my used gasket. Interesting. Well, apparently it's leaking. All that for a leaking gasket. It's unbelievable. Let's get back under here and just have a look to see what we've got down here. Now, let's see. See if I can see anything. There's with it off. Wow, that's a lot of work. It's unbelievable. Okay, 5/16 seems to fit. Whoop. I just took this one out. So you can see that it's threaded. And you can see, I'll just show you. That fits right in there. Oops. There we go. So 5/16, and like I said, that one's in. This one I just undid. So when you put it back on, you want to make sure that this is, I would assume, all the way in so that it gives you the most room. And then, once you've got it on, then you can put this in. You see how it turns? And you can tighten it up. And then you can put your bolt in. Okay, well, I just realized there's actually 3 of these. There's one here. There's one here. There's also one here. Look at that. 1, 2 right there. 1, 2. So these 2 here, and then the other one is here. Here, 1, 2, 3. All right, I just wanted to show you the oil line, what connects to these two. By the way, there's my new gasket. So there's that other side. Some of these are closed, right? No holes. And this one has an oil line. And this goes. Now there's 2 O-rings that go on there. I've bought new ones just to show you. That goes like that. Bolt there, and then your actual oil lines now attach in here. Again, another 2 O-rings, and that go. Where is that? That is right down there. You can see it. So now I've got 2, so four O-rings altogether, and that bolts on here. Now here's the gasket in question that's leaking. There's my old one. There's the new one. Now you can see there's only one way that this can go in. Here's the old one. See, if you try and put that like that, it doesn't work. So you have to flip it. So there's only one way that that can go in. So that's good to know because this is an irregular shape. Okay, well, I just realized when I took this off, I actually did break it. This piece was missing. This piece just fell down. I was just working under there. I had a feeling I was missing a piece. When I tried to line everything up, I realized that goes right there. So I broke that off. I gotta get a new one. That's awesome. Anyways, so just to show you, this is where your alternator actually goes off the car. But just so you can see how that's actually connected on there. So you can see the bolt goes through there. And then this top one is at the very top of that bracket. Oh boy, I wonder how much this bracket's gonna cost. All right, well, I'm getting it back together. I was able to JB weld that part and left it for, well, over 24 hours. And it seems to have held. So I'm just putting it back together. I've got all the side done. I've got my differential back, or bolted back up. Now, there's 3 bolts on the front, 13 mil, 13 mil. I baggied everything, so I remember exactly where it went. And then there's one right at the top, and it's recessed, and it's not a 13 mil. It is T45. Well, you don't need the hole, but yeah, it's a T45. Anyways, that was the one that I couldn't find, so I had to feel around without my gloves on. Even with these gloves, I couldn't feel it when I was taking it off. But anyways, yeah, so the JB weld seemed to work, so that's good. All right, it's just a quick update. It's back together. It's running. I got a squeak somewhere, but that was there before. Anyways, no leaks. Fingers crossed. Seems to have done the trick.